doing? Welcome back to the Real Life Testament. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I record a new video. I'm sorry, I've been going. Oh, shout out to my real lifers out there as well. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's been a while since I recorded a video. Just been having some stuff going on, and but I'm back now. And since I've been going, I've been having a lot of questions. Some people been asking me about, relationships and how that whole thing works. And let me just start by saying from the beginning, like, there's this big misconception that once you're like paralyzed or a quadriplegic or a paraplegic, like you just can't have sex no more or relationships no more, anything like that. Like, first off, I just want to say, like, from personal experience, being in a wheelchair really doesn't stop anything. You know what I mean? Like, my mind still works, so that's like the biggest thing that we have going for ourselves. Like, I can still talk, I can still communicate. You know what I'm saying? I still have feelings and emotions just like anybody else will have. I'm a person just like anybody else is. I just can't physically do the things that other men can, and I always specify that from the beginning. So like me, when I'm attracted to somebody or I like somebody or whatever, um, when I approach them, it's like, say if we met on social media and we never seen each other in person type thing, how I would approach them, what I'm saying, I would just from the beginning let them know. Like, one thing about me, like, I've never been the type of person to like try to hide what's going on. Like, I'll be the first person to tell you. You know what I mean? Because I know, like, you're gonna look through my pictures or whatever, and you're gonna want to know. You're gonna ask questions. So I always let them know from the beginning, like, yeah, I got shot or whatever. I'm paralyzed, and yeah, this is me now. You know what I mean? But don't 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 think that it just doesn't work, because it still works. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you have to think, like, you can't physically do some of the things you were doing while having sex, you know what I'm saying? But of course you can still have sex. You know what I mean? Like, they would have to do what some people would call cowgirl and stuff like that. Well, yeah, whatever. But I mean, sex is sex. You can still have it. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie and say that it's something easy. You know what I'm saying? It's a little complicated at times. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can deal with, ED or, erectile dysfunction. That comes with the territory. You got nerve damage. That, or sometimes, it can be hard to, to orgasm and things like that. But other than that, pretty much everything is the same. And like, I've been in several relationships since I've been shot. Um, Me personally, I just feel like I would recommend not getting into something like that unless you're really ready. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, when I first got like this, I was in a relationship then, and it was in that transition period from where I was walking to this. And I say to make sure that you're ready in the right state of mind, because you're dealing with a lot emotionally, mentally. You know what I mean? And if you don't know how to deal with those emotions, you'll take them out on the people that you care about the most. And I learned from that. I did that several times in several relationships. Like, I get so angry and so mad because I want to do things how I used to do them, or I expect things to get done a certain way or in a certain time frame. And when they don't, yeah, I get pissed off. You know what I mean? But you got to learn from that, because you'll push people away, and then before you know it, you'll be lonely and by yourself. And that lonely feeling is like really hard to escape, especially like when you're a person that goes out and you're out with everybody. You're enthusiastic. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm a what you call an extrovert. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always out and doing things with people. Like, I love to be around people. That's just like my thing. You know what I mean? And being in this situation, you feel lonely a lot. You know what I mean? Even if you have a girlfriend, even if, like, what I'm saying, you're dealing with somebody, like, it doesn't feel the same. You still have that loneliness feeling of, damn, I can't get up and take her out, and I can't go out and do this, and we can't go do that. Damn, everything we do has to be at home because I can't go out and do certain things. You know what I mean? And it sucks. You know what I mean? But you get through it, especially if you have a partner that's willing, you know what I'm saying, to understand and willing to let you go through what you're going through. And that's one thing I've always been blessed to have. I've always been blessed to find females that look past my situation. You know what I mean? And just look at me as the person that I am rather than my physical being. You know what I mean? And yeah, like it won't be the best physical relationship, but it'll be something. You know what I mean? And I always tell them like our the sex might not be the greatest. It might not be 100% like you would with, you know what I'm saying, say a guy down the street, let's just say for instance. But there's always the emotional level of it, the emotional part. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I know how to love you now. You know what I mean? Like, there's more to it than just sex. You know what I mean? Like, I know how to treat you, how you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? And I know how hard it is to find somebody. So, like, being faithful is like a given. That's something you don't even got to worry about, like the loyalty level, because you're looking at it like somebody gave up their life to be with you. You know what I mean? And that means a lot, especially to somebody in my situation. But it gets even more complicated than that because they have to be willing to put up with everything that comes with you, and that's in the sense of like me, like I mean, you gotta feed me just like you would a child, like a baby. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of like being with me, it's like taking care of or anyone in my situation is like taking care of a big baby, a big child. You know, they got to be fed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can use the bathroom, but if I go out myself or something like that, you know what I'm saying? You got to come clean that up, come change that. You know what I mean? For everything that I need, you got to get me up and out of the bed in my chair, take me to places, and do all these things like you would a child, and it's a lot. It takes a lot out on a person. You know what I mean? So if a person go through that with you, they have to really, really care about you, and that's one thing I had to learn because I pushed several people away that was like that for me because it was just so hard to believe that, excuse me, somebody would want to be with somebody like me. You know what I mean? And then I start to realize myself deep down, like I'm better than this. You know what I mean? Like I just look like this physically, but I'm still the same person. Nothing about me has changed other than the fact that I can't move. You know what I mean? I'm speaking from personal experience. Like, you know, women tell me all the time, you know, I'm a good looking man and, you know, I'm just in this situation and it's sad, but at the same time, I'm still here. And that's kind of like what I look forward to every day. Like I've been, you know, dealing with somebody for the last few years or whatever, on and off. And honestly, I don't know where our future's gonna go, but I hope, and I be thinking about it all the time. I pray for it all the time that, you know, one day, you know, I'll get married and have the kids and go through all that because even though I can't do it, that's something that I want though. You know what I mean? Like that's something that I think about. And that's the thing. Another question that they like, can you still have kids? Yes, you still can have kids. The sperm didn't change. Nothing about that changed. It's just the matter of how you get to ejaculate has changed. That's the only difference. Now you got in certain situations where, in certain cases, where they can't have an orgasm unless they go get help or whatever from some type of medical profession. And that's another way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? If you really are serious about having a family with somebody, you want to get married and whatnot, and you can't do it by physical sex. I mean, you can go to like fertility clinics and all these different places that and these different programs that they have where they have machines and medication and things designed to help people in that situation. You know what I mean? And one day I'll go down that route probably if I ever have to. I doubt I'll have to, but if I need to, I'll go down that route. You know what I mean? Because I plan on, you know, having a family and, you know, all that good stuff. And no matter how it take, I mean, no matter what it takes to accomplish, I'll have to get it done. And that's one thing we got to do as, you know, quadriplegic or paraplegics or whatever your situation is. You got to just man up, you know what I mean, and accept whatever comes with it and take it for what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm grateful for all the women that came into my life because each relationship taught me something, not only about relationships, but it taught me something about myself. You know what I mean? And I built my confidence level up. Because when I first got like this, I wouldn't even be caught outside. Like, you know, you can't catch me dead outside. Like, because I was so insecure about myself because I'm not the pretty boy I used to be. Like, I'm not dressed up like I used to be. I can't walk. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt weird. Like, when people used to look at me and stare. And it took a girl that I was with. Matter of fact, her name was Hannah. And one day she was like, "Babe, let's go out." And I'm like, "I don't want to go nowhere because, you know, my situation." She's like, "Man, forget all that." You know what I mean? So like I went. We went out to eat or whatever, and we're eating. And these people, you know, looking at me or whatever, and I'm telling her like I feel weird, like I want to go home, and she was like, "You're here with me. Fuck them." You know what I mean? And I went to think about it, like, damn. Now I got this beautiful girl in front of me who is here with me, feeding me. You know what I'm saying? Out in the world, yeah, like I'm in this situation, but look who I got with me. Look who I got on my side. You know what I mean? And that's when I really started looking at things different as far as women. Cause like after that relationship, my confidence level was through the roof. You know what I mean? Like I'll approach any woman I feel attractive, and think in my mind that I can have her. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the mentality you have to have. You can't let this state defeat you. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? I can't let it beat me. And yeah, I mean that's I don't know. I guess that's just it in the situation. You know what I mean? Because relationships come and go. You know what I mean? And you just gotta find somebody that's willing to put up with you and everything that comes with you. And it's hard. It's not gonna be an overnight thing. It's trial and error. You know what I mean? You gotta find that right person. You know what I mean? And it's not always about looks. That's another thing. It's not always about someone's physical appearance. And that's one thing I've also had to learn. That doesn't make the person. The person is inside. All you see is the flesh, but the real person is in the inside. And I just hope that whoever is watching this, and if you're in my situation or not, you know what I'm saying? Are you in a different situation? No matter what the situation is, you just find a way and find somebody for you. Because there's always somebody for everybody. But that's it for today. I just wanted to, touch up on that a little bit. Again, sorry I haven't been on in a while, but I will be recording videos more lately. Again, and please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, share the video for me. You know what I mean? Hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever a video pops up. Shout out to all my real lifers out there. Thank y'all and have a blessed day.